show which caters towards Fijian youth. We are both your new hosts of Viti Vibes. I'm Pranay Sharma.
And I'm Rebecca Singh.
And we are your educational informant of television. If you are in between the ages of 12 and 30, then this show is here for you. Talking about ages, in 3 weeks, school's actually opening up. Are you excited about that?
I'm pretty excited.
And why is that?
Grade 12, it's my last year.
Congratulations on your early graduation.
Thank you.
That also means that you must be protected, meaning you have at least one vaccination dose, or if not, 2.
According to Dr. Bonnie Henry's BC Health Office, people who are most infected with COVID-19 are between the youth ages of 20 and 40. These people either have gotten one dose or haven't bothered to get vaccinated at all. We've both been vaccinated and urge all you guys to get vaccinated as well.
Coming up, Shannon is in our studio and she will introduce you to the 2 guests we have. We have X-Ray Ash and Slim Ray. They'll be talking about music and their 2 upcoming artists. Thanks.
Hello and welcome back to Viti Vibes TV, the show where inspired youth inspire youth. I'm your director, Shannon Permal, and thank you for joining me today. Today in our studio we have 2 special guests, and they're both up-and-coming music artists here in the Lower Mainland. Their names are Ash and Ray. So, hello guys, how are you?
Hi. Hello.
How are you guys doing today?
Good. We're doing good, yeah.
All right, awesome. I'm going to actually get you guys to kick it off because I know people would rather talk about themselves alone. So I'll let you guys go one by one, tell the viewers a little bit more about yourselves.
Cool. My name is Ray. I go by Slim Ray. Yeah, I'm an artist. I'm an independent artist from Surrey, BC. I'm Fijian. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm X-Ray Ash. Real name's Ashneil Rai. I'm a musician. I'm Fijian and First Nations, so it's a weird mix. I actually live near Alaska.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so what brings you here in this part of town?
Just like a vacation, working with Slim.
Okay.
People, you know.
Nice. Okay. So don't mind me, but how old are you guys?
Well, I'm 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm 24.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you guys are both up-and-coming music artists. You're actually, so where do you live, if not here?
Yeah, I live in the Nass Valley.
Okay.
It's like a few hours from Alaska.
Okay.
So to get here, I drive 2 hours to the nearest city and then take a 2-hour flight to Van.
Oh,
The first time, Slim and I actually reconnected.
Yeah.
So a little bit of a backstory, we knew each other when I was 8 and he was what have you been, 4?
5 or 4.
4 or 5.
Oh, okay.
And we didn't see each other until just a month or 2 ago.
Yeah.
So
in
really
person.
recently, wow.
And our first time meeting up, I was like, yo, we should go for dinner. And he's like, why? We should work. Let's go.
Yeah.
The grind never stops. Oh my god. How long have you guys both respectively been pursuing music then?
For me, I've been in and out of doing music since I was 12, 13.
Okay.
Yeah, when I first started, it was not where I'm at now. It was really just making raps on my iPhone and you know what I mean,
like the voice memos.
Yeah, it was just small things like that, and gradually we progressed and we got to where we're at now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Same for you? About the same time?
For me, I played in punk and metal bands from 13 to 18.
Really?
Yeah. So that was interesting.
Yeah.
And then I always kind of tried rapping here and there in high school. I'd hop on friends who did stuff, but
okay.
Obviously garbage.
I mean, you tried it. You started at a young age. It's all about progression. Even with me on this show, I don't know how I'm doing, but it's growth, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
And now you guys are here getting to talk about your recent stuff that I'm sure is a lot more better than what you guys started off with, right?
Yeah.
So that's really cool. Do you guys have any other hobbies outside of music?
Before I was doing music, I used to do kind of film kind of thing, but
Okay.
it was more me and my homies in high school, we'd kind of do little video skits and stuff for our projects, and then we'd make it a YouTube thing, and I had some homies that would do YouTube and vlogs and little things like that just for fun, and yeah, so we did a little bit of that, but music's really the main thing.
Okay. What
Yeah.
about you?
I actually shoot documentaries.
Really?
Yeah, so I finished my first documentary in March. It's on Canada's most recent volcano.
Oh.
It's actually in the Nass Valley. It erupted about 250, 300 years ago.
Okay.
It covered 50 plus kilometers of land with just lava rock, 60 feet of lava rock. So I'm actually working on the second part of that documentary, doing a sit-down interview with the lead scientist from SFU's volcanology department.
Oh, okay. SFU has one. I go to SFU. I didn't even know they had that department. Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Really interesting information that I just got right there. So with your music, I guess I want to ask you guys first, like, what inspired you to get started in this whole music thing?
Yeah. What inspired me? I think it's like, I think it's just like musicians. Like it's like people that I always look up to. Like,
Is there any people in like particular that you have in mind that like?
yeah, I mean, there's like for me, like I've always wanted to create like a universe or something with an album. You know what I mean? Like kind of create like a whole world in itself.
Okay.
Like with your own project, right? Like doing it with the art and like everything like kind of mixed into it, and that was like it's like Kanye. You know what I mean? Like Tyler Creator, like there's a lot of like artists that like Childish Gambino, like all these people like created a universe with their albums and took it to where it's more than just like music on a track list, you know?
Yeah, it's something a lot deeper than that.
Yeah.
What about you? Where do you draw your inspiration from?
Expression.
Expression, okay.
I released my first album in June. Yeah, in June.
Of this year?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was just like a way for me to release like a bunch of stuff from my life, like a lot of stuff built up from childhood to 24. So a lot of it's expression, and same thing as Slim, like a universe, like those same artists, every album they drops a full story, and there's a whole like universe inside that where you can dig deeper and deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You can just find yourself like you can lose yourself in these kind of like albums, and you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, so storytelling, I guess, is a big thing for you guys then in your music. So I want to ask you then, what is like kind of, or how would you describe your music then?
Okay. How to describe my music? I don't know. That's the thing. That's the thing is that we can like we'll go in the studio and we'll do 3 different tracks and they won't sound anything alike.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
You just kind of if the vibes are right,
Exactly.
just kind of go with it.
For me, like I think we're both just like inspired by like so many different things when it comes to like music and stuff, like musical artists and like different type of genres and everything. So we kind of like we like to be versatile and kind of blend our style with anything that we kind of get, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
To add on to what Slim said, like we were in the studio yesterday. The first song we did is like a hype, like club track.
Yeah.
Okay.
And right after that's like 2 like very sad songs.
Yes.
Oh, like Drake level, like Marvin's Room kind of sad.
Like, singing about our emotions.
Oh man.
And like talking about the struggle.
Yeah.
Well, that's so cool that you have like that kind of fluidity, right, with your music. And I think like every artist, like they definitely need to be a little bit more versatile in that sense, right?
Yeah.
Like and I guess like you guys would be able to appeal to a lot of audience. I actually heard some of your guys' music before this, and I actually really enjoyed it because it's kind of different, but like it's very like I found it very relaxing. Like it's like mellow, kind of melodic sound. I guess that's kind of what I got out of it, the ones that I listened to.
Yeah.
But I think that's how I describe your music, I'd say.
Yeah.
I want to ask you guys a question, kind of more about youth, because this is a youth show.
Yeah.
So how do you think music impacts youth development?
I think like a lot of people want to make music, especially like hip hop and like these kind of sounds to make it like a negative impact on our youth. Like make it sound like it's a negative impact on our youth, especially like a lot of these kids like that are in high school and stuff. They look up to a lot of artists that are like drug dealers and gangbangers, you know, like dope boys, and like sometimes I see it as music, and like I don't think it's most of the time. I don't think it's anything more than that. I don't think it's the music that's influencing like the kids like to do these kind of things or like go into these like different paths and stuff. I think it's more about like our environment already.
Okay.
And I think it's like the kids, and I think there's a lot more to it before it gets to the music that's like really impacting.
Yeah, I think like the culture definitely, like especially growing up here in Surrey, like you hear about a lot of like gangs and like all this sort of stuff, drug dealing, and like I think it gets kind of glamorized, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of what happens, and like the music just kind of hypes people up with the glamour, right?
Yeah.
What about you? What do you think?
I think music's a giant advertiser. You listen to a song, they could rap about wearing Montclair. Next thing you know, you're saving up your paychecks. So you buy Montclair.
Branding on point.
Yeah, they talk about a car, that becomes your dream car. Music's a giant advertiser.
Yeah, I think I agree with you on that. Like being an advertisement, like it's like like it's you want to like live that lifestyle like that you see in the rap videos.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff,
absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Something that like I'm really proud of with Slim and I is that our music, like how he talked about it being about, you know, glamorizing gang violence, drug dealing, all that kind of stuff. If you listen to our stuff, like on our latest album, I rap about wanting to marry someone.
Yeah, no, like I heard like something about heartbreak or like liking a girl or I think I think it was yours.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you guys are definitely like a little bit more about like your personal lives, right?
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that, right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like for me even like storytelling, like lyrics are so like it can have such a deeper meaning, right?
Yeah.
Rather than just like a hype beat. But like it is nice to make music like that. I assume for you guys.
I think it's always good to like have fun with making your music. But you, like, as a musician and as someone that's, like, essentially going to be a role model to someone at some point, like, you gotta think of yourself at at some point as a musician, you know what I mean?
And another thing, too, is, like, I feel like Slim and I were both, like, the alternative kids.
In a way.
Like,
okay.
Like, especially, like, in Fijian culture, like, for me, like, I'll, like, before, now, like, I had long hair. I'm covered in tattoos. I have my ears stretched.
Yeah.
Like, I was always into film and music and other stuff. And Slim, you know, it's very similar. So I think for us, we can relate to a lot of the kids that want to live that alternative lifestyle.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's cool. So about that alternative lifestyle, I guess like I want to ask kind of about your families because I know a lot of traditional Fijian parents, some conservative Fijian parents are like, what are you doing? Like, this isn't a doctor, this isn't a lawyer, this isn't like any of that. So how do your parents or friends or family take that you, like, were they supportive of you pursuing music?
I think it's like, I think a lot of like families, at least like mine specifically, like a lot of my like aunts, uncles, like parents and stuff, they kind of have that mentality of what is it like I don't believe it till I see it. You know what I mean? You know, so like it's kind of that, but like as me and like Ash have been working together and like we've been kind of like slowly progressing with our music and just like showing a lot more growth and stuff. And we're doing things like now we're on TV, you know? Like, it's just kind of like, it's kind of showing to them. And it's like little, like, showing that we're on TV is kind of like is more of like a bigger step for them, you know?
Yeah, that's very cool. We're just about to run out of time for our interview. I really enjoyed you guys engaging in this conversation with me today, but I want to give the floor to you guys to talk a little bit more about your recent projects and what you're doing for the future.
All right. So we have an album coming out August 13th. It's called Slim Summer.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a 7-track album. It's a collab between me and Slim.
Yep.
On top of that, we're going to be announcing August 9th our show. So
okay, cool.
Slim and I will be headlining at Biltmore Cabaret January 14th, 2022.
Yep.
Also in there will be Eli 406, Savoy Denzel, Fleetwood Huey, and Asia, who's been like blowing up like crazy lately.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
All of the ticket proceeds are going to mental health programs for youth.
Wow, that's actually really cool.
Yeah.
That's such a great cause to be able to make your music do good impacts within the community. That's amazing. I wish you guys all the best. Where can people stream your music? Let the viewers know.
Yeah, we're on Spotify, Apple Music. We're on YouTube. Everywhere that you can look for our music is we're on every platform for real.
Yeah, we're on every streaming platform. If you want, you can DM one of us. We'll burn a CD if you send us 10 bucks.
We'll do everything, man.
Right, that's awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and you guys are always welcome to come back.
For sure.
And I really do hope the viewers take the time to listen to their recent projects, and we'll be right back after this.
We have some public service announcements, so jot down numbers and events. Fiji Disaster Relief Society is holding a fundraiser and a plow drive on August 22nd at 9727 152nd Street in Surrey. It's chicken plow with tomato chutney, and it's only $10. We know at this price it won't last, so at the same time, if you'd like to make a donation, a receipt will be issued. This fundraising is in aid of helping people in Fiji who lost their jobs due to COVID-19. The money will be sent to make arrangements and deliver groceries to those people in need. For more information and tickets, please call Camilla Singh at 604-537-5123, Kevin Chand at 604-562-4569, or Ishad Khan at 604-841-5451.
Also, Fiji Disaster Relief Society, in partnership with Fiji in Focus, will be celebrating Fiji's 51st Independence Day on October 9th at the Kanna Banquet Hall. For more information, please call Camila Singh at 604-537-5123, Kevin Chand at 604-526-4569, or Andy Chand at 604-825-8261.
Along with that, Pick Society is organizing a car rally on August 19th from 10 to 3 at Bear Creek Park. This rally is to raise awareness to end drugs and gang violence. It's free, and we encourage you all to join the rally to keep Surrey safe from drugs and gangs. For more information, call PICS at 604-596-7722.
Summer School for Dancers is taking place from August 23rd until August 27th at the Royal Principal Ballet Academy at 501 Columbia Street in New Westminster. That's something I did in high school, but I didn't enjoy dance too much. Did you?
Not really.
Well, dance is for some different people. Definitely not us two.
For sure.
And if you'd like to contact them, it's info@royalcityyouthballet.org. Canadian Federation of Fiji Organizations is hosting their annual Gala Awards on October 24th. There are 4 nominations and 4 categories that they are looking for. 1 is Community Leader, 2nd is Organizational Leader, the 3rd is the Innovative Business Award, and the 4th is Youth Volunteer Award. So, the deadline for the nomination is August 31st. Their nomination forms are available on their website at www.cfofo.ca. For more information, please contact them at cfofo@gmail.com.
If you have any announcements that you would like for our youth to be aware of, please share it with us.
And if you'd like to send it, my email is pranay.sharma8714@gmail.com. Now we will introduce you to Tasha Chand. She will be talking about health and mindset, and please have a look.
Hello everyone! Today on Mental Mindset, I will be talking about 2 important case studies in psychology and what it taught us about the human brain. The first case I'll be talking about is HM, full name Henry Gustave Malaysian. He was an epileptic patient who went through a bilateral medial temporal lobe resection surgery in 1953, and in the process, his hippocampus was removed accidentally. This caused HM major and intense impairments in his memory. He ended up with both anterograde amnesia, which is when an individual is not able to make new memories, and retrograde amnesia, where an individual loses memory of things, experiences before the damage. 20 years later, after many assessments and work, HM recalled some memories like facts, and he no longer had the capability of recollection for certain events and time and place. HM is still the most studied patient in neuroscience, and it was because of HM that it was discovered that memory is a cognitive function on its own and not related to other abilities of the brain. He is a pioneer of modern-day memory research and has played a crucial role in the advancement and understanding of memory. Now, the second case is about the infamous Phineas Gage, and it's a very interesting and miraculous case study, to say the least. Alongside Henry, aka HM, Phineas Gage's story is an important one in psychology. Phineas was a 25-year-old railroad worker who basically survived an explosion in 1848, in which an iron templing bar went through his skull, in specific his left temporal lobe, damaging it. After the accident, Phineas's behavior completely changed alongside his personality. However, he didn't experience any motor or speech impairments, nor was his memory affected, solely his behaviors. It was reported that he became rude, disrespectful, impulsive, and no filter, and his doctor, John Harlow, who treated him, described him as fitful and irreverent. The reason why Phineas' case is still so relevant is because he was the first case that showcased and very bluntly stated that damage to the brain can cause changes in personality and behavior. I hope you all learned something new today. As always, I hope you're keeping healthy physically and mentally, and I will see you on the next one.
Thanks, Tasha. I know summer's here and you're probably getting very bored. If you are, then I'll take you to my karate club in Surrey, which is called Canadian Karate Academy. And at Canadian Karate Academy, we love having youth be a part of it. And it's really important for kids to take advantage of it. And some advantages are self-defense, courage, and you get to learn very good discipline. Here, take a look. Thank you. We ran out of time today, sadly, but I hope you enjoyed it as much as we do bringing it to you. Right, Rebecca?
Yeah.
And if you'd like to be a part of our show, please do not hesitate to come join us. You can either text me or Rebecca, and we have our information in the credits. And please let us know if you'd love to be on our show. We're always taking new members who are really good with kids and can make an impact on a child's life.
Don't forget to watch Viti Vibes every Thursday at 10 p.m. and this again every Sunday at 4:30 p.m. The show airs on Shaw. And for whatever reason, if you don't have Shaw, we will be uploading to our social media such as Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. No show is complete without your support from our community, so we're looking for sponsors to sponsor this show. For sponsorship, please contact our producer, Camila Singh, at 604-537-5123.
I'm your host, Pranay Sharma.
And I'm your host, Rebecca Singh.
And we are signing off. See you all next weekend, and stay tuned and stay healthy. Thank you very much. Now, we're going to move on to regular sparring. Bow in. Bow to me. Bow to each other. Ready. Hajime. Stop! We will begin by jab, followed by reverse punch, 1-2 to the body, and then 1-2 to the face. Begin. Okay, this time we're going to move on to kicks. We'll begin with back leg body kick, move to roundhouse kick, switch it up to hook kick, and finish it off with spinning hook kick. Ready? Begin. This time, we will be working on block counters. First one, you're gonna block counter off a jab, and then you're gonna move on to reverse punch, followed by back leg body kick, and then finishing it off with the sweep. Begin. This time, we're moving on to timing. We're going to be timing with reverse punch to the body, then to the face, moving on to timing hook kick, and then hook kick out of the clinch. Ready? Begin.
Let's go. Yeah. All out of state, 20 man, they never seen that. Ain't fat, dope and shake your fingers, then you lean back.